I had an experience one time. I was traveling home from Australia, and I was out vaping, as I like to do, and I met this guy who was a sailor, and he was traveling over to the United States to see his daughter. He was in line, and they told him that they didn't have his ticket, and they said, "Sorry, you've been bumped because the plane is full, and we don't have any more seats for you." And this guy was so sweet, and I had just met him. I saw him as I was walking to to go through security, and he told me what had happened, and I said, "You know what? Wait a minute, let me see if there's something I can do." I don't remember the details of things a lot of times at this point, but I do remember the energy that it created, and that is the simultaneity of gifting and receiving. So he was actually going for his daughter's wedding, and I'm like, "Look, you need to be there for this, and you need to be there on time so you can participate in the rehearsal dinner and all this stuff that's going on." And he just kind of melted. You could feel his whole world he didn't know what to do. And I said, "Please," I looked him in the eyes, and I said, "Will you please allow me to do this for you?" I said, "I'm very fortunate to be able to do this. I'm at a place in my life financially where I can. Will you please allow me?" And he went, "Oh, okay." So we went to the business class lounge together, and he's like, "Oh, mate." And he starts talking to me and telling me his life story, which this was such an amazing being that I never would have interacted with on that level had I not done this. And he said, "Wow, this is the first time I've ever been in business class. I've never flown business class before, and I've flown places my entire life." He's like, "I've never been to the business class lounge." And I'm like, "Hey, do you want something to eat or drink?" He's like, No. I'm like, "It's free. Drink and eat all you want." And he's like, "Seriously?" And his whole world just opened up. It was so beautiful. But what he started telling me, so he sat there and he started telling me that he was alone and had been for the last 4 years because his wife that he really loved and really adored, there was painting to do around the house and he hadn't gotten to it. So one day when she was at work, she got up on his stool to paint something in the kitchen and fell and hit her head and died. And he came home and found her dead. And then 2 years later, he got prostate cancer. And the doctor said he was going to die, and he actually beat it. And here he was going to see his daughter for her wedding. And to be able to gift this man this experience was one of the greatest gifts of my life. So I present that story to you as part of the simultaneity of gifting and receiving that's possible when we open up and allow ourselves to start to experience the generosity of us.